Jay Richardson, and this is My Brain's a Dickhead. The production values have gone up a little bit because I've just been recording something else for my other channel, Lad Reviews. Not to promote that too much, but if you want to see some film reviews and stuff, go and check it out, Lad Reviews. Sorry, anyway, yeah, enough of self-promotion. So, this week's vlog is about when to make decisions. Before I go on to that, I will give you a quick update of my week. Went on holiday with my partner and the kids, and I really struggled. I really struggled. Various things as to why, and sometimes I was fine, other times I really found it hard. And, you know, it just, all it did was, highlight how much I still need help, and I'm still a long way from being what I would regard as manageable. I don't feel like it's manageable at the moment, and I can't. At one point I just ripped a t-shirt in half. That's not to be like, oh, look how strong I am. It's like, what an idiot, because I love that t-shirt as well, and just my frustrations got so much and I couldn't really do anything else, and I just ripped that t-shirt. But you know what, I actually felt really good, so it made me realize I could do with maybe getting some fabric to rip, because until I find out, I don't know what I'm doing with my arms, until I find out what the CBT thing is, or what techniques I can get to manage my mental health issues at the moment, I think the key is that I find something else that works. Now, obviously, I've spoken in previous episodes about hitting reset and things like that, but in the moment, it's very hard to hit reset, especially, when you've gone on holiday, which is supposed to be a reset. And it did have moments. I did have moments on the holiday where, we went to the beach and we went on a boat, and when you're on those things, like, you do hit reset, going down the Norfolk Broads at like 5 miles an hour on a boat in the sunshine. It was unbelievable. It was beautiful. You hit reset. But then, there's other things that make life difficult, and I had a few things that just meant I cracked, and I really struggled, and I really couldn't cope at all. I wasn't sleeping, and then the lack of sleep isn't great, and things like that. And the point is, I've got the sooner I can get help and get to these techniques, the better. But in the meantime, if anybody does have any kind of in the moment, I know breathing in for 7, out for 11 is a 7-11 thing, is quite a good thing for me as well, but I very rarely remember the 7-11, and as I say, this ripping thing kind of helped. So any advice you've got, that would be great, guys. I am open to anything at the moment. And yeah, so what's the crux of this video? So when to make a decision? Well, you've got to be very careful about when you make a decision, any decision. Should I have a shower? The answer is probably yes, by the way. You can kind of put that off. And I'm not talking about these sorts of decisions. As someone with depression and generalized anxiety, the thought of having a shower quite often gives me anxiety, which I know is ridiculous, but the second I'm in the shower, I absolutely love it. And that is a prime example of how anxiety works. Like, oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, this is great. That is literally my life. And for instance, here's a good example. I wake up in the morning and I'm always anxious in the morning. I always feel bad until I've eaten some food, or, that I feel shit. So if I then go on Facebook and someone has written something like, oh, yay, Boris Johnson, what a great guy. Like, that triggers things inside me. And I've made a decision there to engage with something that is only going to exacerbate my anxiety. Oh, I need to sneeze. Sorry about that. So when you're feeling anxious, you've got to be very careful. There's only a few decisions you're allowed to make. And it's stuff like, what you're going to wear, go out for the day, like, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? And all of these things, if any of them are going to, what you're going to eat probably isn't going to exacerbate your anxiety. Whether you're going to have a shower shouldn't really exacerbate your anxiety. It does for me. But the decisions, and I'm not doing very well with this vlog, and I'm a little bit all over the place because it was a good idea and it's now fallen on its arse. Is a decision you're going to make your life worse? Now, sometimes you have to make your life a little bit worse to make it better in the long run, okay? Like, leave a job. If a job's making, but you need the income of a job, but the job is making you feel shit. So you might have to leave that job, which is shit, and obviously causes lots of other turmoil. It means you have to do job interviews and all this sort of stuff, which creates anxiety. But in turn, it means that you can increase the joy in your life and therefore reduce the anxiety. Or you do sometimes have to make a decision which brings on a little bit of anxiety. If it's to try and change a current set of anxious circumstances, then that's not such a bad thing. And then we have to look at decisions we make whilst we're anxious. So in the heat of the moment, when you're having maybe an anxiety attack, or you're angry, which anger is a form of an anxiety attack. Anger is a form of anxiety. You have to remember that. If you have an anger problem, you've got an anxiety problem. And tempering those, or how to deal with with those things, you know, as I say, are all these techniques we're talking about. Don't make any decisions when you feel like that. Try not to say anything to your loved ones or to people that matter that are going to have an impact on the rest of your anxiety. Bite your lip, bugger off, run away, you know, like just fight, flight or freeze. Sometimes whether you want to fight or freeze, fly. Just fly away, just fuck off, because, you know, if you can just get out of the zone, just be alone with your thoughts, which I know can be horrible for some of us, but in the moment when you're that het up, you're not going to be thinking straight. You're not going to be rational. You're not going to be saying things that are clear, and they're not going to be concise. You're going to overthink, and they are not times to make decisions, and they're certainly not times to be rash. So for instance, again, going back to a job, if someone's been a dickhead to you in a job and you're like, oh, fuck you, I quit. That's not good. Just walk away, chill out, think about it. And then if you're like, this job's making me feel shit, then come back and go, fuck you, I quit. Or maybe not do the fuck you bit, because that's not going to help you get a reference. I should know. Anyway, no, I've not really told anyone to fuck off as such.
You have, mate. You totally have. Why are you trying to pretend you act like just tell them the truth?
Yeah, but I'm trying to paint an image of being a nice guy.
Well, you can be a nice guy and tell someone to fuck off. It's all right. They're not going to judge you. I mean, they might judge you, but it doesn't matter.
All right then, all right. Yeah, well, I'd worked in a call centre for a week, and yeah, the guy, I just told someone to fuck off. All right, and then left. But I didn't want their reference anyway, because I didn't want to work in a call centre, because that job gave me anxiety, and therefore I had to leave that job to be less anxious. Anyway, that's my whole point. Sorry, I'm a little bit more animated today because I've just been doing my lad reviews things, which if anyone has seen my lad review stuff, this guy's in it loads. Animate myself quite a lot, and it pickles my head, and I've actually had a really fucking shit week. But oddly, this does cheer me up. It's a weird thing. It's almost like faking happiness. If you smile, not like that. But if you keep smiling and you smile and you smile and you smile, eventually you do start to feel better. It creates endorphins. And me doing these things is a weird form of therapy for me. It's like when I do this vlog, it's a weird form of therapy for me. Like the mental health channel that we set up on Facebook last week, like for any of you who are watching now, can I just say thank you to you? Because, you know, this little community that is just starting to form is bloody brilliant. And I love seeing people post stuff. And it's gone a little bit quiet last few days because, you know, I've been a bit busy and obviously there's been a bit of a dip. But please add other people to it. It's a group. It's not a page, so it's not there to be liked. You don't have to like anything on there. You can just go. It's like a toolkit for your brain. And yeah, anybody who's been accessing the resources, you know, hopefully it's been useful. It's been useful for me. So from a selfish perspective, yay! But yeah, so I can't guarantee that the production values will be like this every week. In fact, they probably won't. But in August, I am filming a couple of interviews. From then on, I will be hopefully, ideally doing them at least once a month, maybe fortnightly. And they may replace the vlog a little bit, depending on how I'm feeling. Because the thing with all of this is, I enjoy doing it, but sometimes I just can't put on a brave face. It is what it is. So anyway, thanks for watching. This one might be quite long, I don't know, because normally I'm looking at the time on the computer when I'm here watching it. And I'm rambling, I'm going, bye, see you later. Until next time, peace out. Please do the like and subscribe things. Probably been here a little bit now. Here's a video to another mental health thing. All right. Sorry, see you later. Peace out, bye-bye.